play action with Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Here's Wilson to throw right away. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Ready.
On first down, this is Adams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This defense for the Jets, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point safely through. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play for the type of game in the spot where they're number 1 in the conference.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Up the middle they go with Adams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Tua going to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Oh, look at the juke. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. That is caught. It's Uzomah.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
17-0 our score after one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Steal. Check steal. Ready.
On the ground, right side, it's Adams. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Jets will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And Cook has it, left side.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Wilson. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Give to Cook out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
So, Charles, you know, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. It's going to be a 1st down. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. On 1st down, Wilson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
To throw again is Wilson.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17.
Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Flushed out right.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down, as you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Run up the middle. Adams. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that's caught inside the 35. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Dolphins 31, Jets nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
Fielded right around the 8. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, Wilson. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Wilson. And complete right side to Cook. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Cook up the gut. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The quick slant caught.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one is pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
They run on second down with Adams.
He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we
So
go.
7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Blue striker.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Let's go.
And the Dolphins first down.
Hey, check mega. Watch out now. 50 series.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson
With touchdown number 8 on the year.
and the Jets are able to claw one back.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. And sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Wilson going to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight.
Adam Gase back coaching the Jets.
I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets use the short field to get in for 6.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
What is Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Adams.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He was brought down by Michael Davis.
Running lanes run a
I'll take your suspension now. Put a belt to his ass.
That's a precursor of a big second half.
Again, here's Adams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And able to find Gesicki as tight end.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Hey, go Fury.
2 and now on 1st down.
And nearly another interception. Well, would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10.
Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now Wilson on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson.
Finding Hockenson here on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now left side on the swing pass.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Wilson will throw again. Flush to his right. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Flushed out right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever. To throw is Wilson. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. Now Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again here, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And into the 9. Now Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook, a 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
Waddle will return this from the end zone.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Certainly no reason to panic. They got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think.
Stop his cheese plays.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Ha 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 ha.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Jets suck suck suck.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Terry McLaurin,
60 yards.
and the Jets get a bit closer. So that challenge, a successful one. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Wilson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now it's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Dolphins are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown Dolphins.
Jalen Waddle,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Dolphins start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Jets suck suck suck. Jets suck suck suck.
They just add on to that big lead.
Jets suck suck suck. 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 Jets suck suck suck.
Set now to kick this one away.
Jets suck suck suck. Jets suck suck suck.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Wilson.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On the handoff, Adams here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Dolphins continue to run up the
Score again.
Big here in the 4th. Point after, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jets suck.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that one carries out of the...
Jets suck. Jets suck. Score 70.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzz. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late.
Jets suck. Jets suck. Jets suck. Drive corner cheese.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught out in the right flat. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their...
Jets suck. Jets suck. Jets suck. Jets suck.
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get...
Say it ain't so.
But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll run again with Adams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Jets suck. Jets suck. Jets suck. Jets suck.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Play action. Now it's Tua. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Jets will take over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
JETS suck 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 JETS suck 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 JETS suck 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 JETS suck 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 JETS suck suck suck. La 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 la.
Was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Dolphins 66, Jets 26.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Boy audibles from one cheese play to another cheese play and still got picked.
And able to get this out to the 25.
JETS suck 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 JETS suck 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 JETS suck 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 JETS suck 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 JETS suck suck suck. La 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 la.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first.
Drive corner, slot corner, post route, corner route, cross route, RPO cheese. La 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 la.
And now here's another interception. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, and they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit.
JETS suck 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 JETS suck 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 JETS suck 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 JETS suck 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 JETS suck suck suck.
And in this situation, it hasn't paid off.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the side.
And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Loose inside the 30.
Big play Slay down 40. He's back in Detroit.
All the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it?
La 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 la.
Absolutely. On to give, it's Adams. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard.
JETS suck 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 JETS suck 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 JETS suck 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 JETS suck 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 JETS suck suck suck.
Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Miami,
the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.